Hello, I'm Emma Olatunji, and today let's quickly look into appliances for immobilization. I would like to speak on the appliances for immobilization, and we are going to pick one of the appliances for immobilization, and that is splint. Splint. What splint is all about? Example of splint, importance of splint of splinting, and the general rules for applying splint. But before then, let's quickly look into overview of immobilization. Immobilization is one of the key areas in management of musculo-skeletal injuries and disorders. Immobilization can be achieved through the application of cast, splint, or traction. So now let's quickly look into splint as a whole. Splint as a what splint is all about, examples, importance of splinting, and general rules for applying splint. A splint is anything which can be used to prevent movement of an injured part of the body. Splint may be of metal, wood, plastic, or molded plaster of Paris. Splint is secured in place by firm bandages and adhesive strappings. Another fact about this splint is that braces, which is also called orthoses, they are used as a long-term splint, and they are custom fitted into various parts of the body, and they may also be made of plastic materials, canvas, leather, or metal. So jumping away from that now, let's now quickly look into examples of splint. Examples of splint are, we have a cervical colar, we have Thomas splint, we have Kramer wire, we have trauma board, we have short spinal board, we have track 3 traction, we have innovated splint, we have natural splints, and so on like that. So having said that, let's now quickly look into importance of splinting. But do not forget, we said splint is anything which can be used to prevent movement of an injured part of the body. They may be made of wood, plastic, metal, or molded plaster of Paris, and they are secured in place by adhesive bandages and by firm bandages and adhesive strappings. Now let's quickly look into importance of splinting. Efficient splinting will help to, number one, reduce pain, prevent closed fracture from becoming open fracture, prevent movement of broken ends of bones, thereby preventing further damage of blood vessels, nerves, and muscles. It will also help to slow down bleeding and swelling within the tissue. It helps to slow down bleeding and swelling within the tissue. So jumping away from that now, let's now quickly look into general rules for applying splint. General rules for applying splint. Of course, the first thing to do is to expose suspected fracture or dislocation. You cover any wounds of the affected part with dry, sterile dressing before splinting. You assess and record the circulatory and the neurological condition distal to the fracture before splitting, several times thereafter. And the pain reliever should also be given before attempting to splint a fracture. Give or you administer pain reliever before attempting to splint a fracture. A splint should immobilize joint above and joint below the fracture, and it should also mobilize bones above and bones below a dislocation. Several deformities should be straightened by constant gentle manual traction to allow use of splint, and proper padding of the prominent areas such as knee, ankle, elbow to prevent undue pressure. Always splint before patient is moved or transported. You always splint before patient is moved or transported, and if resistance or increased pain is found during traction. uh, splint in the position of devomiting. Splint in the position of devomiting. You elevate the injured limb where possible. Elevate the injured limb where possible to promote venous return and reduce swelling. And manipulation of the cervical spine should only be attempted if airways obstructed. Do not forget, we said splint is anything which can be used to prevent movement of an injured part part of the body, and is one of the appliances for immobilization together with cast traction. Of course, we're going to be talking about that later. So it's one of the appliances for immobilization. I think with this we have been able to know what splint is all about, the importance of splinting, and the general rules for applying splint. So till I come your way next, always remember health is wealth. Please and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is packaging 1 for packaging 14. Always remember health is wealth. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I say bye for this moment.